The Orient Express is more than a train. It is a living legend, a vessel of elegance, romance, and adventure. Its very name evokes visions of crystal chandeliers, polished wood panels, and whispered confidences exchanged over champagne flutes. But beyond its glamour lies a story of innovation, resilience, and transformation, stretching from the golden age of travel to the present day. This is the journey of the Orient Express. The story begins in the 1870s with Georges Nagelmakers, a Belgian engineer whose travels in the United States introduced him to the Pullman sleeper cars. Inspired by their comfort and elegance, he imagined a train in Europe that could combine efficiency with the luxury of a grand hotel. By 1873, the Compagnie Internationale des Wagons-Lits was founded, laying the foundation for the most famous train in the world. The first Express d'Orient departed Paris for Vienna on June 5, 1883. Passengers still faced ferry crossings, yet by 1889 a direct route connected Paris to Constantinople. For the first time, a single journey threaded together the heart of Western Europe with the far reaches of the Ottoman Empire, connecting cultures, landscapes, and histories. For early travelers, boarding the Orient Express was entering another world. Artfully crafted carriages with etched glass, polished wood, and intricate marquetry welcomed passengers. Dining cars offered multi-course meals of foie gras, truffles, and fine wines. Outside the window, rolling vineyards, majestic mountains, and dense forests moved past like living paintings. For kings, diplomats, industrial magnates, and spies, the train was more than transportation. It was a stage on which society played out, where deals were struck, secrets exchanged, and sometimes history itself quietly rewritten. Even the towns along the route felt the train's presence. Station neighborhoods flourished, hotels were built to accommodate travelers, and luxury shops catered to those accustomed to the finest things. The Orient Express became a symbol of sophistication, the epitome of the Belle Époque. Boarding it signified cosmopolitan identity and refinement. Its legend spread through literature, most famously in tales of mystery and intrigue, but the real life aboard was equally captivating. Diplomats negotiated in lounges, artists sketched the passing landscapes, and business magnates dined over cigars and brandy, orchestrating ventures that would ripple through economies far beyond the rail line. Passengers reveled in ritual and fashion. Men donned evening suits with pocket watches. Women arrived in flowing gowns that shimmered in gaslight. Dining was a slow, ceremonious affair, every movement choreographed, every detail attended to. Meals, music, and conversation intertwined to create an immersive experience in which time seemed to slow. The Orient Express was not immune to the upheavals of history. World War I halted operations, and post-war borders necessitated rerouted journeys. The Simplon Tunnel in the Swiss Alps enabled the Simplon Orient Express, considered its most famous iteration. World War II saw the train repurposed for military use, halting civilian journeys entirely. Later, the Iron Curtain fragmented routes, and the advent of air travel in the 1950s and 60s made long-distance rail less practical for many. By May 1977, the original Orient Express completed its final journey. Yet even in decline, the train's essence endured. Its value lay not in speed, but in the luxury of time, in the immersive rituals of travel that airliners could not replicate. In 1982, the Venice Simplon Orient Express revived the legend. Vintage carriages were meticulously restored, artisans replaced marquetry, polished brass, and reupholstered seats with period fabrics. Modern systems, including climate control and contemporary kitchens, were integrated without compromising authenticity. Today, the experience is immersive. Passengers are encouraged to dress formally for dinner. Live piano music drifts through the bar car. Candle-lit meals unfold slowly, encouraging conversation and reflection. Unlike the aristocrats of the past, today's travelers are global, drawn by the desire to inhabit history and savor every moment. Champagne is sipped beneath crystal, cabins envelop guests in wood and velvet, and the rhythm of the journey, moving through dawn-lit landscapes and quiet river bends, reminds passengers that travel can be an art form, not a transaction. The Orient Express transformed towns economically and culturally. Hotels, restaurants, and boutiques thrived on the influx of travelers. Craftsmen, from cabinet makers to chefs, relied on the train's presence. Even today, when the Venice Simplon Orient Express arrives in a city, local economies benefit. Artisans supply bespoke furnishings, chefs craft menus inspired by regional traditions, and tourism flourishes, drawing attention to overlooked towns. The train also sustains heritage crafts. Workshops restoring the carriages operate as living museums, training apprentices in traditional skills, from marquetry to upholstery. The human choreography aboard, the attentive staff, the chefs, the car attendants, is integral, preserving a knowledge of service that turns travel into a ritual. Dining aboard the Orient Express is more than a meal. Kitchens, confined to the train's footprint, evolved extraordinary precision and artistry. Chefs choreographed timing, presentation, and flavor to create a narrative with each course. Passengers experience cuisine as part of the journey's story, connecting palate, place, and history. Dress codes and social rituals elevate gestures into performance. The act of dressing, the exchange of polite conversation, the quiet of a cabin at dusk, these details immerse passengers in an era where travel was ceremonial. Every carriage has a personality. Salons host music and conversation. Private cabins offer intimacy. Materials, leather, brass, textiles, develop a layered memory of use, carrying the echoes of decades past. Windows frame landscapes like moving paintings, turning transit into reflection. The Orient Express offers a deliberate pace, an architecture of attention that contrasts sharply with modern life's relentless speed. Even in the 21st century, challenges remain. Maintaining heritage carriages requires rare materials and artisan skill. Safety and sustainability standards demand constant innovation. Its exclusivity limits access, placing it firmly in the realm of luxury tourism. Yet the train continues to adapt, offering curated cultural experiences, cellar visits, local performances, and artisan workshops that connect travelers to the places they visit. The Orient Express demonstrates that travel can be slower, intentional, and deeply human. Each journey is a choreography of movement, pause, conversation, and reflection, where polished wood, attentive staff, and the soft hum of wheels transform time itself. The Orient Express began as an ambitious experiment in comfort and logistics, became a symbol of luxury and mystery, and persists as a cultural institution. Its legacy is etched in towns, in the livelihoods of artisans, and in the imagination of travelers past and present. High-speed trains and instant connectivity may shrink distances, but the Orient Express reminds us that travel can be an experience to savor, a story unfolding slowly, a world where every detail, from the sparkle of crystal to the whisper of polished wheels, celebrates the art of movement. In the end, the Orient Express endures because it transforms travel into ritual, time into a tangible luxury, and every journey into an experience that resonates long after the tracks disappear into the horizon. If the story of the Orient Express has captured your imagination, don't let the journey end here. Subscribe to the channel for more tales of history, adventure, and innovation that continue to shape the world around us. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an exploration into the legends, the people, and the places that define our shared past. And share this video with fellow travelers and history enthusiasts, because some journeys are meant to be experienced together.